Hi, my name is Seth Noel. We're at Buerkle Hyundai, and this is the 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe. It was fully redesigned in 2021 and has won some great awards such as the Kelley Blue Book Best Buy Award and the International Institute for Highway Safety's Top Safety Pick. The new parametric design language that Hyundai has put on all of our models is seen here in the grille, and it adds a modern, sporty feel to the Santa Fe. In order to win that Top Safety Pick award, our Hyundai Santa Fe has such safety features such as forward collision avoidance, including pedestrian detection, blind spot monitoring and collision assistance, and in the limited and calligraphy models, the blind view monitor. We also have Hyundai's Smart Cruise system and our lane keeping and following system. The Santa Fe is available in 3 distinct engines. We have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, we have a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder as part of our hybrid model with the hybrid battery. The Santa Fe has 7 different trim levels, so there's something for everybody. In the regular Santa Fe, we have the SE, the SEL, and then with a 2.5 liter turbo, we have the limited and the calligraphy model like we see here. And then with the hybrid, we have the blue entry level, we have the SEL Premium, and the limited trim level. Many of our Santa Fe's come equipped with the Smart Key. It's a very handy option that we have where you can walk up to a door, and as long as you have the key in your pocket or on your person, you'll be able to unlock it and open it. You're also able to lock the car with a button on the door. My favorite feature, apart from remote start in these Minnesota winters, is actually the Smart Park system, which I'll demonstrate here. You first remote start the vehicle. You can press a button on the key to pull it forward or backward outside of a parking spot. Definitely helps in the parking ramps downtown if someone parks too close to you. And it's very safe. The second you let go of the button on the key, it stops immediately. Once again, unlocking the door here. Our top-of-the-line calligraphy model is beautifully and comfortably equipped. The door features leather for all of the surfaces that you'll touch or lay your arm on. We have our Harman Kardon premium audio system. Our passenger seat for the calligraphy is power and full leather, including heated and ventilated seats. Looking at the dashboard, we have an incredible new suite of technology options. And on the calligraphy model, this includes a heads-up display that projects information onto the windshield for the first time ever in a Santa Fe. Taking a look in the second row, you'll see why this is a perfect option for families who commute and also like to be road warriors on the weekend. We have a sunshade here available on the calligraphy. And then taking a look at the door, we still have leather, and we do have heated rear seats in the limited and calligraphy models. You can notice that we have 2 USB charging ports and a AC charging inverter. Keep everybody's electronics charged. These seats recline, and they also fold nearly flat. They're so close to flat that most people think they're completely flat. And then taking a look upwards, we have an available panoramic sunroof. Here in the rear of the Santa Fe, we have an available towing package with up to 3,500 pounds towing capacity depending on trim level. We have our rear parking sensors. The higher trim levels have this available as well as front parking sensors. The Santa Fe is available both in front wheel drive and all-wheel drive options. We generally only see the all-wheel drive ones here in Minnesota because of our winters. You'll know a model has all-wheel drive by the H-Track badge on the back. And then we also have a standard rear view camera on all Santa Fe's. We have a power liftgate on the higher trim levels, and this includes a feature from Hyundai called Smart Trunk, where instead of having to wave your foot under the bumper and lose your balance like usual, we just check a box in the navigation screen, and when you stand close to the trunk, it will automatically open after a couple seconds. The trunk area does have the ability to fold down the rear seats. If you see these buttons here, it releases it down and there's a ton of space, much more than you'd think. The higher trim levels with the bigger wheels have a tire inflation kit. The lower trim levels do have a spare tire available, and you can see lots of great storage here. And wait for it, there's even more underfloor storage to keep all of your valuables safe as you leave your car. Taking a look at these wheels, the Calligraphy has these beautiful 20-inch wheels with all-season tires. There are many different wheels available for the Santa Fe. All depends on which option fits you best. We'll take a look at these mirrors and you'll notice an exclamation point inside of a triangle. That is our blind spot monitoring system that will light up yellow or red depending on if there is someone in your blind spot zone. Taking a look at the inside, we have power child and window locks for the door locks and the windows. We have a memory system that controls mirror and seat settings. And then taking a look at the seats here, we have lumbar support, full power, and we have a thigh adjustment bolster with this button right down here that can provide some extra support for your legs on long drives. Taking a look at the dashboard, we have our lane keeping assistant button. If you don't like it, this is where you can turn it off. A power trunk button and a traction control off button. The interior of this Santa Fe Calligraphy has leather pretty much everywhere, but if you don't want or need any of those options, we have plenty of different trim levels available that will suit your needs perfectly. One of my favorite things about the interior of the Santa Fe that we'll go over a little bit later is there's a wireless charging cup that will actually hold your phone against the wireless charger straight up and down. It's just really nifty. I've never seen something like that. Taking a look at the roof console, we have our sunroof controls, we have our interior light controls, our BlueLink roadside assistance button, our SOS emergency button that connects with emergency services. Then we have our rear view mirror with buttons just underneath it for our HomeLink garage door system. Looking at the navigation display, we have Hyundai navigation as well as phone projection, which is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is standard on all trim levels of the Santa Fe. The navigation system that is Hyundai only is in the limited and calligraphy models. We have a few nifty features on top of our other suite of audio features, including passenger talk, which allows the microphone for your phone to pipe your voice into the rear seat speakers so you can tell the children to pipe down back there. Then we also have a Hyundai only feature called Sounds of Nature. Let's say you had a bad day at work and you need some relaxing sounds on your drive home. We have lively forest. We have, one moment, sea waves, rainy day. You get the idea. Just a nifty little feature that Hyundai packages in there for you. Taking a look down below the vents, we have our audio controls, we have our climate controls, including a 3-setting auto button. I don't know about you, but sometimes I hate having my contacts blown off when an auto setting is too high. That's why we have 3 different auto settings for the climate control. We have our gear selector buttons, as well as our auto stop start off button, our auto hold system, which allows you to come to a stoplight or stop sign, and when you come to a complete stop, the your Santa Fe will hold the brakes for you until you tap the gas to leave. This is very handy and if you're in stop and go traffic on 694. The Calligraphy model has heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats. Some of our lower trim levels have just heated seats or heated seats and a heated steering wheel. We have a lot of different configurations for you to explore. We also have a drive select mode including Smart, Comfort, Sport, and Snow, and a center differential lock so that you can plow all 4 tires together. We also have our parking sensor on-off button and our parking camera button. In the Calligraphy and Limited models, it includes a 360-degree camera as well as a front camera. The 360-degree camera allows you to have a full view around the vehicle as you're parking. For those of you who are newer to driving SUVs, this is really helpful when you are parking in a tight spot. I always appreciate it. Taking a look down below, we do have 2 hidden cup holders and the USB plug in order to control your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And you'll notice our little wireless charger cup to the left that I explained earlier. Looking at the steering wheel, we have our cruise control buttons as well as our menu button and lane following button. The cruise control buttons should look pretty familiar. The bottom button does control the distance between your Santa Fe and the vehicles in front of you. Each rectangle represents 1 car length that you're following the vehicle in front of you. So you can have 4 bars, 3 bars, 1 bar if you like to tailgate. The steering wheel button with the 2 lines next to it is our lane following button. And so what that does is when you're on the highway, it will center your vehicle between the lanes rather than ping-ponging you off each lane marker. If you've been in a vehicle that has lane keeping assist, but not lane following assist, you'll very much appreciate the lane following assist that it just keeps you in the center. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have our voice control button, our mode button that switches between Sirius XM satellite radio, FM, AM, phone projection, Bluetooth, USB music, you name it. We also have our volume control button and our track or radio station seek button, and then our phone pickup and end call buttons. If you notice behind the steering wheel has little silver flappy paddles, as many people affectionately call them, that allows you to shift gears manually should you prefer. The menu button on the top right of the steering wheel allows you to control the different screens on the driver information display. Earlier I mentioned our driver modes, and I'll show you that when you switch to sport mode or to snow mode, each mode switch has its own gauge design, which is very fun. This screen that we see right here, you will see ghosts of vehicles in front of you when you have your smart cruise control on. You will also see the drive info screen that has trip odometer information as well as a digital speedometer. Our next screen is navigation instructions, and then we have our tire pressure and our all-wheel drive system that you can see working live. You can also adjust many settings of the vehicle, but that is on the navigation display. Here at Hyundai, with the Santa Fe being our most popular model, we have options for everyone. Whether you want just cloth seats and all-wheel drive, or you want a fully loaded Calligraphy model like this one, we've got something for everybody. If you're taking a look at Honda or Toyota or any other midsize SUV, you have to at least come drive a Hyundai Santa Fe. You'll appreciate the differences and the luxury feel for the same price or less. Once again, my name is Seth Noel. We're at Buerkle Hyundai, and I would love it if you would check us out on buerklehyundai.com.